What if flushing your toilet after 10 at night was forbidden? Or if hiking a mountain in the wrong outfit could get you fined? It sounds unreal, but these are just a few of Switzerland's unusual rules. While the country is known for its stunning landscapes, mouth-watering chocolate, and neutrality, it also hides a fascinating side filled with strange laws and traditions. In today's video, we'll explore 20 shocking Swiss customs that might completely change how you see this perfect country. Ready to uncover the unexpected? Let's dive in. Number 20. It's forbidden to flush the toilet after 10 p.m. In Switzerland, flushing your toilet after 10 at night is against the law. This unusual rule exists because the sound is considered noise pollution that might disturb neighbors, especially in apartment buildings with thin walls. The Swiss deeply value peace and quiet, and this regulation reflects their dedication to maintaining harmony in shared spaces. While some people argue for better soundproofing or quieter plumbing systems, the rule persists, with fines imposed on those who break it. To outsiders, it might seem extreme, but for the Swiss, it's about protecting everyone's right to a peaceful night's rest. So if you're staying up late in Switzerland, you might want to hold off on flushing until morning. And this is just the start of Switzerland's unique focus on quiet and order. Wait until you hear what's banned on Sundays. Number 19. Naked while climbing mountains is prohibited. In Switzerland's Appenzell region, public mountain climbing without clothes has been banned. The law was introduced after German tourists were spotted hiking while barely dressed, sparking complaints from locals. Violators now face a fine of 176 Swiss francs. The neighboring canton of Appenzell Outer Roads is also debating a similar restriction. While some defend the activity as a tradition dating back to the 18th century that promotes freedom and health, others argue it disrupts local values. Despite the debate, the practice is no longer allowed in Switzerland. What do you think? Does the ban respect local norms or limit personal freedom? Let us know in the comments. But before we continue, imagine being fined for something as innocent as taking a public photo. Yes, Switzerland has a rule for that too. Number 18. No trash throwing on Sundays. Surprisingly, Switzerland has a rule against throwing waste into public bins on Sundays. Breaking this regulation can lead to fines. This law aims to encourage better waste management and hygiene. Since Sunday is a public holiday, there's no garbage collection or sorting services. Allowing trash to pile up in public bins would create unpleasant odors by Monday. Tourists and newcomers often overlook this rule, making them more likely to face fines. While Swiss locals are generally welcoming, they may not hesitate to show disapproval if someone ignores this regulation. Getting fined for tossing out your trash on a Sunday might seem strange, but it's all part of Switzerland's commitment to order. And this isn't the only Sunday-specific rule. Curious to know more? Let's see what else is banned on this day of rest. Number 17. No noise on Sundays. In Switzerland, Sunday is sacred as a day of rest, and strict laws are in place to preserve tranquility. Activities like using lawnmowers, power drills, or operating heavy trucks are strictly prohibited. Quiet hours are also enforced from 8 at night to 7 in the morning, and there are even lawyers who specialize in noise-related disputes. While these rules may seem strict, they're a reflection of Swiss values and traditions. Businesses such as restaurants and cinemas, as well as tourists unfamiliar with the regulations, often feel the impact. Despite concerns about lost revenue or tourism, these laws remain deeply rooted in Swiss culture and continue to be upheld. Now, what if you're raising a family in Switzerland? Even naming your baby comes with its own set of rules. Before diving into this, I have a small favor to ask. If you're enjoying this, please hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow and deliver even more fascinating stories just for you. Deal? Number 16. Banned baby names. In Switzerland, there are strict rules governing what you can name your baby. These regulations aim to protect the child's well-being and uphold cultural norms. Names that could harm the child, offend others, or are linked to brands like Chanel or Mercedes are not allowed. Additionally, the rules discourage names that might lead to teasing or confusion, such as giving a traditionally male name to a girl or vice versa. If you're naming a child in Switzerland, make sure your choice complies with these unique guidelines. Think that's surprising? Just wait until we explore Switzerland's underground bunkers. Some of them are absolutely massive. Number 15. The world's largest nuclear bomb-proof bunker. Switzerland is famous for its focus on civilian protection and nuclear safety. Remaining neutral during both world wars, the country began constructing bunkers and shelters in the 1950s. Today, Swiss law mandates that all buildings include protective shelters, making it the only nation with enough bunkers for its entire population. Cities are required to provide nearby shelters for residents, while property owners must maintain or construct them. Homes built since the 1960s often feature protective basements that double as storage for food, water, and other essentials, ensuring readiness for emergencies. The government also taxes the construction and upkeep of these shelters, reflecting its commitment to safety. Serving as both storerooms and emergency spaces, these bunkers enhance the nation's resilience during times of crisis. Switzerland may boast the world's largest bunker, but did you know the Swiss have an entire culture of survival preparedness? And when it comes to survival, wait until you hear the shocking habits some Swiss families follow just to put food on the table. Number 14. People go abroad just to buy food. Despite having supermarkets nearby, many Swiss residents travel abroad to shop for groceries, driven by Switzerland's notoriously high prices. While Swiss salaries are generous, the cost of living and food can quickly eat into earnings. For example, a single kilogram of beef costs more than $50. Though Swiss stores offer discounts on items close to their expiration date, residents near the borders of Germany, France, or Italy often prefer shopping in these countries for much cheaper prices. To prevent reselling, cross-border purchases are strictly limited. Shoppers can only bring back 20 kilograms of fruits and vegetables, half a pound of meat, 5 liters of milk, and 3 liters of juice per person. Now, speaking of unusual regulations, wait until you hear about the surprising photo restrictions in one of Switzerland's most picturesque villages. Number 13. Forbidden to take photos of the most beautiful village. In the charming Swiss village of Burgun, nestled near St. Moritz in the Alps, taking photos of the breathtaking scenery is officially banned. This unique rule was introduced by local authorities to address concerns about the effects of social media. They believe constant exposure online might reduce people's desire to visit the village in person. The ban, approved by the village council, comes with a fine of 5 Swiss francs for violators, along with a request to delete any photos taken. Citing studies, officials claim that social media can harm travel experiences, a notion backed by a survey of more than 1,000 Americans. In line with this policy, Burgun's government has even removed images of the village from its website and social media pages. Interestingly, the village's tourism director admitted that the rule also serves as a clever marketing strategy, aiming to pique curiosity and attract more visitors. The plan seems to be working, as they anticipate a notable boost in tourism. Think this is Switzerland's quirkiest rule? Wait until you hear about their unusual laws regarding owning a dog. Number 12. Taxes on owning a dog. Dogs, known for their intelligence and deep bond with humans, hold a special place in Swiss society. Many countries have introduced laws to protect these loyal companions from harm, and Switzerland is no exception. The country requires dog owners to register their pets and pay an annual fee or tax, which supports their care and welfare. These regulations are designed to promote responsible dog ownership and help fund important services like public sanitation, dog management, and animal welfare programs. In addition, authorities conduct regular checks to ensure that dogs are kept in humane conditions and do not disrupt their communities. Switzerland's approach not only emphasizes the well-being of animals but also fosters harmony between pets and their surroundings, making it a prime example of responsible pet ownership. Number 11. Must have a playmate for your pet. Switzerland's commitment to animal welfare extends to ensuring pets are never lonely. A law introduced in 2005 requires social animals like guinea pigs and goldfish to have companions of the same species and access to suitable living environments. This humane regulation prioritizes the mental and physical well-being of animals. It mandates that pets such as dogs, cats, birds, and rabbits should not be left alone for extended periods, ensuring they have companionship and care. Switzerland's approach reflects its dedication to responsible pet ownership and creating a nurturing, happy environment for animals. Which of these Swiss rules surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And up next, we'll dive into an intriguing rule about personal responsibility. Stay tuned. Number 10. The heaviest speeding fines in the world. Switzerland enforces some of the strictest speeding laws in the world, with record-breaking fines as high as $767,000 for a driver caught going 290 kilometers per hour. Repeat offenders who deliberately exceed speed limits face severe consequences, including prison sentences ranging from 1 to 4 years. The law sets clear thresholds for imprisonment exceeding 70 kilometers per hour in a 30 kilometer per hour zone, 100 kilometers per hour in a 50 kilometer per hour zone, 140 kilometers per hour on roads with an 80 kilometer per hour limit, or 200 kilometers per hour on highways with a 120 kilometer per hour limit can lead to harsh penalties. In extreme cases, fines have reached up to $1,290,000. These strict measures emphasize the importance of respecting speed limits to ensure public safety and avoid life-changing penalties. Number 9. Prohibit the use of air conditioning. Air conditioning might be common in hot climates, but in Switzerland, it is largely avoided to minimize carbon emissions and fight the greenhouse effect. The Swiss set a global example of environmental responsibility, often choosing electric fans or hand fans over air conditioning. Thanks to the country's naturally cool climate, this sustainable approach is more manageable and highlights a deep cultural commitment to preserving the environment. Switzerland's decision deserves recognition and could inspire similar practices in other regions with comparable climates. While their environmental efforts are impressive, Swiss social norms are just as strict. Did you know there's a proper way to greet someone in Switzerland? Let's dive into that next. Number 8. Don't forget to greet people properly. In Switzerland, greeting others isn't just polite, it's a cultural expectation that reflects the country's values of respect, order, and community. Saying a simple grüezi or offering a firm handshake is essential, even with strangers like shopkeepers or hikers. Skipping this small gesture might result in cold stares, strained interactions, or an awkward atmosphere. The Swiss firmly believe that acknowledging others fosters harmony and positive relationships. Tourists unfamiliar with this tradition may accidentally come across as rude or indifferent. A proper greeting like grüezi in Swiss German, bonjour in French, or buongiorno in Italian goes a long way in showing respect for local customs and creating a warm connection. Number 7. No spontaneous visits allowed. In Switzerland, dropping by without prior notice is generally discouraged, as it's seen as intrusive. The Swiss place a high value on privacy and personal space, making it essential to get an invitation before visiting someone. This reflects their focus on respect, order, and individual responsibility. Arriving unannounced can disrupt schedules and may even be considered rude. An invitation ensures mutual agreement and allows everyone to prepare, which contrasts with cultures like the United States or parts of Latin America, where spontaneous visits are common. In Switzerland, setting clear boundaries helps maintain harmony and avoids uncomfortable situations. This cultural norm is also present in other Northern European countries like Germany and the Netherlands, where respect for personal space is equally significant. While customs may shift over time, for now, asking permission before visiting is crucial in Switzerland. Privacy is deeply ingrained in Swiss culture, and this extends to personal presentation, especially at social gatherings. Number 6. Dress code: no sweatpants at Swiss socials. In Switzerland, dressing appropriately is taken seriously, especially at social gatherings. Sweatpants, while common for casual occasions elsewhere, are not considered suitable in these settings. The Swiss place great importance on respect, presentation, and appearance, and dressing well is seen as a sign of politeness and consideration. Wearing overly casual attire like sweatpants can be interpreted as disrespectful or dismissive of the event's significance. In Swiss culture, first impressions matter, and a guest who dresses poorly may face subtle judgment, not out of harshness, but because of unspoken expectations that preserve social harmony. Swiss style reflects their commitment to discipline, modesty, and attention to detail. Whether formal or casual, their outfits lean toward neat and polished, such as suits for men and dresses or elegant blouses for women, avoiding anything overly casual or flashy. This dress code reinforces values of order, respect, and understated elegance. If these fascinating Swiss customs caught your attention, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more incredible cultural insights from around the globe. Next, we'll dive into a topic the Swiss rarely discuss: money. Number 5. Talking about money is banned. In Switzerland, asking about someone's income or financial situation is viewed as an invasion of privacy. The Swiss highly value personal boundaries, modesty, and discretion, believing financial details should remain private. This cultural norm is rooted in a long-standing tradition of promoting equality and neutrality. Discussing wealth or boasting about financial success is often considered inappropriate, as it can create divisions and disrupt social harmony. The emphasis on privacy reflects Switzerland's political principles, which prioritize autonomy and self-sufficiency. In social settings, conversations about money are usually kept vague and impersonal. While this may feel unusual to outsiders, it demonstrates respect for individual privacy and dignity. This cultural practice fosters social cohesion and equality by avoiding situations where someone might feel inferior because of their financial status. Next, we'll explore another sensitive topic in Switzerland: religion. Why is faith often avoided in conversations? Let's find out. Number 4. Religion is a sensitive subject. In Switzerland, religion is considered a personal matter, and people typically avoid discussing it openly, especially in public spaces. This cultural practice reflects the country's history of religious diversity and its strong commitment to neutrality. While freedom of religion is respected, many Swiss prefer to keep their beliefs private to preserve social harmony. Switzerland's neutrality helps ensure that no single religion dominates, particularly in areas with historical divides between Catholics and Protestants. Religion is seen as a personal choice, with social interactions focusing on shared values like respect and coexistence. Although many Swiss people are religious, conversations about faith are usually reserved for close family or friends. In casual settings, neutral topics such as food, travel, or culture are more common. But there's another Swiss cultural trait that might surprise you: their deep commitment to silence. Let's explore this fascinating obsession next. Number 3. Swiss silence. In Switzerland, silence is deeply appreciated, especially in shared spaces like trains, parks, and cafes. Speaking loudly is often considered disruptive and disrespectful to the peaceful atmosphere. This cultural preference reflects Swiss values of harmony, modesty, and order. With 4 official languages, keeping conversations quiet also ensures no one feels excluded or uncomfortable. Breaking this unwritten rule can result in fines or even social disapproval, as collective tranquility is a top priority. Silence is an essential part of Swiss life, fostering mutual respect and social harmony. And if silence is so important, just imagine the consequences of being late. Let's explore that next. Number 2. Punctuality. In Switzerland, punctuality is more than just politeness. It's a deeply ingrained cultural value linked to respect and efficiency. Being late, even by a few minutes, can harm your reputation, strain relationships, or impact your career. Time is seen as a precious resource, and arriving late is often interpreted as disorganized or disrespectful. This cultural norm reflects Swiss discipline and efficiency, which contribute significantly to their economic success. Whether attending a business meeting or a social event, punctuality is non-negotiable. Even slight tardiness can lead to exclusion or missed opportunities. At work, being on time influences career progression, while in personal settings, it shows respect for others. This strict adherence to time is reinforced by Switzerland's precise clocks and famously punctual train system. But punctuality isn't the only thing that keeps Switzerland in order. Wait until you hear about their strict rules on waste management. Number 1. The recycling police don't mess with the Swiss trash. In Switzerland, waste separation isn't just encouraged, it's required by law. Households must sort their trash into categories like food, electronics, batteries, and recyclables, with designated collection points for each type. Failing to follow these rules can lead to fines of up to $110 or extra charges if waste is returned for resorting. Improper disposal can also bring social pressure. Swiss communities prioritize order, and breaking the rules can make you stand out for the wrong reasons. Neighbors or waste collectors may report violations, and some smart bins with sensors are even used to ensure compliance. Switzerland's advanced waste management system operates on a pay-as-you-throw model, where fees depend on the amount of non-recyclable waste you produce. This encourages recycling and minimizes landfill use. Beyond basic sorting, the Swiss recycle items like clothing and furniture, highlighting their dedication to sustainability.
This is just one example of how the Swiss take their rules seriously, keeping everything in perfect order. What do you think of these fascinating customs? Are you ready to visit Switzerland and follow all their rules? If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love this content. Comment below about the next country you want to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.
Thanks for joining us. Leave a comment, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos. See you in the next video.